AMT. Innovating. Educating. Changing lives.
I'm Dr. George Pica, and the founder of Applied Medical Technology. I went to school at Case Western. There I received my master's degree in biomedical engineering and biomaterials. I subsequently was elected to go for my PhD in biomedical engineering and material science again, which during the course of those studies, it became apparent that I felt I needed to move into the world of medicine, and then completed my medical degree at Case. Upon completing my medical degree, I then did combined residency in general surgery and plastic surgery at university hospitals. AMT started as a concept allowing for the transition of technology that I was working with the National Aeronautics Space Administration on, which was deep space ion thruster technology. During the course of those studies, I became very interested in applying this technology to medical devices. I was at University Hospital walking down the hall one day, and Dr. Gowder came out and was talking with me, and he said the children have these long tubes now hanging out of their body, and they're interfering with their lifestyle. So he asked if we could make something of a lower profile. All the engineering drawings are reviewed on my living room floor, and it came to the point where we had to reduce it to practice. Well, we didn't have any place to create these other than my parents' garage. The footprint of Applied Medical obviously was very small initially. It was decided it's time to move from a garage into a facility. Well, we moved to a multi-occupancy building that was 1,400 square feet. At that point, I wondered what we were doing because it was so much larger. But nevertheless, we continued to grow, and we then moved to Garfield Heights. And there we went to about, I think, 15,000 square feet. And the city of Brecksville was extremely generous. And we came here with 50 people, and the mayor asked, well, how big do you think this could be? I said, well, maybe 70, 80 people. Well, we grew to be about, I think, 150 people, and we outgrew our space within 5 years. So we now have built another facility that's 90,000 square feet, and we are looking to reoccupy our old building because we have grown so effectively. The challenges of a growing business are multifactorial. And we are a design, manufacturing, and distribution business. And the manufacturing and design go very close hand in hand, because you can have a design, but if you can't manufacture it effectively, it creates elevated costs, reduces output, and challenges quality. Every day I come to work, I walk through the warehouse, and I get to see what's happening. And we get all of our raw materials, we do all the processing here, we have our finished goods, and then we have our finished components, and they go back in, get assembled, brought back out, then they're packed. Prior to that, they're packaged, sterilized, come back, then they get their final inspection and get labeled. And then there's the actual shipping area, which continues to grow. Shipping it appropriately to the right customer in a timely manner is incredibly important for us, and we are totally dedicated to that. We design the molds. With the prototyping today, it's really great in terms of what you can do, in terms of getting you closer to the final product. But we get all our molds, we then mold all the components, we then do all the sub-assemblies, we do all our own quality control. The finished product is made right here, and nothing is made outside of the United States. And that carries a lot of weight in the world, because typically when you go to another country and they know it's made in the U.S. and it's made by our standards, it's at a different level. We always want to sell quality. Quality in concept and quality in product and quality in product delivery. So it's, it's thought of here, and it's made here, and it's sold from here. One of the biggest challenges I had was trying to decide how large the new building should be. So I made an estimate, and with conversations with other people, specifically our engineers and management, that we're going to make it 300% larger. That was a risk decision. And then once you make that decision, where are you going to place it? It's the design of the building. We came together, I pulled the various people in manufacturing, the warehouse, and said, okay, now the inside of the building is yours. And I challenged, what are the questions? How are we going to design it? Where are we going to look at product flow, trucks coming in, delivery of product, raw materials. All that was considered by all the people in their areas, because I figured that was the best approach, because they live there, they work there, I don't. We made some estimates as to what we think this building could generate in terms of product, and I think we're doing well in terms of the predictions, and the opportunity for innovation on all the products continues. So this company is always about continuous improvement, and part of improvement is innovation, so we can improve upon the products we have. Changing lives is a byproduct of enhancing lives and sustaining lives, improving quality of their condition. And our mission has always been to care for our patients and care for our providers. We're here to service mankind, and the path that AMT has chosen via myself, for whatever reason, is enteral nutrition, and feeding people is, again, extremely effective, and it's an act of giving and caring. And so we can do it through charities, but for us to actually design products that go in to help sustain life is, I think, an extremely important role that this company can play. And I'm happy to say that the members of Applied Medical Technology are helping the world today. And for me, it's very important. We're making a heavy investment to meet our global demand for product. We're also expanding our shifts. We're supporting education. I think we're going to continue to do more to help attract and retain and educate our employees, because without good people, you're not going to have good products. As part of my belief in interpersonal relationships, I think it's imperative that, and I've always felt this right from the very beginning, that if someone calls our company, that there's a human being that answers the phone. This might be old school, but I think we're dealing with humans, and I think it's important for us to continue to have interpersonal communication with an empathetic ear and someone who's going to say, we're going to help solve your problem. We are totally dedicated to solving the problems, addressing the issues, and serving the world.